What is going on, guys? It's Tactigamer here and welcome to the channel. I want to start this video off by letting you know two things. One, I think Bethesda is awesome. I think they're an incredible company and they've got incredible talent, and they hooked me into following their content after my first experience with Oblivion. Number two, I haven't played any of the Fallout 76 game, so you may not think that my opinion in this subject is very valid, but I'm pretty sure that by the reviews and the YouTube playthroughs that are out there, we can all tell that Fallout 76 is a vastly different release for Bethesda and not in a good way. With those two things being said, let's continue. I don't want to buy Fallout 76, and honestly that makes me really sad. I love Fallout, and ever since I saw the first trailer, Take Me Home Country Roads has been played from my phone and in my head a lot. Things were really looking up until I saw the beta, and I saw a lot of content there and started to get a little worried, but I decided to hold my judgment until I saw a little bit of gameplay. And then the release and the patches, and several months later, here we are. I still don't want to buy it. Now I think I need to be fair to Bethesda. While this game is a game with a Fallout title, Todd Howard did say that it wasn't going to be a sequel to Fallout 4. He said it was going to be a totally different experience, and he was right. They were taking a bold move in the direction of multiplayer RPGs, which is understandable. It's definitely a large market audience. However, this game just doesn't seem right. Let's take a step back to my very first Bethesda game, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, to understand what happened. What an awesome game design, right? What an awesome concept. An open world, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and where your decisions actually affect the overall story. And then right after playing that, I got to play Fallout 3. And Fallout New Vegas, which I know is not technically Bethesda, but these games were amazing. They were really enjoyable. They're what made Bethesda Bethesda to me. And you know why? Because they were immersive. In an expansive environment with rugged terrain and unlimited choices, there was a story. There were people you knew by name, companions you recognized and enjoyed walking the wasteland with. The graphics sure were a little cheesy, but they weren't terrible, especially if you were able to find the right mod. Now at the time I was a console gamer, but I really wanted to use photorealistic mods for Fallout for years. I just didn't have a computer. Because I wanted to be immersed. I wanted to explore wandering the wasteland. I wanted to be the hero. I wanted to be the one finding equipment, strapping up with as many guns as I can carry, and meeting people who need my help. I want to find a lawnmower blade and realize I can craft it into a sword. Me. Nobody else. Me. And these games did a really great job at that. All the way up to Skyrim, these games did awesome. I was the one that people recognized for my choices. From the wasteland to the wilderness, people in the game recognized me and wanted to be like me. Until, of course, they took an arrow to the knee. But then came Fallout 4. This is where things started to go downhill. Three major things changed. First, the graphics. Now, in my opinion, Fallout 4 does it worse than Skyrim. It just seems too cartoony. I just keep getting pulled into cartoon world by Preston Garvey because a toon settlement needs saving. I was really disappointed, especially with the resources Bethesda has. I feel like this game should have probably looked something more like, I don't know, Battlefield, but nope, this is a cartoon world we're pulled into. Next, there was the voice acting. Bethesda took one of the greatest things about these games, my voice in my head, and replaced it for me. Instead of giving me my own voice in the game because I'm the one in the wasteland, I'm now playing someone else's story. My son isn't the one that's been taken. That's that guy's son. So I'm supposed to find Sean for this guy, instead of finding my father. It's the little things like that that totally change the narrative and break my immersion in the game. Lastly, the karma system. I just want to be the good guy. I want to have good choices. I want to know that people honor me and respect me as a hero in the wasteland. Instead, I can kill everyone in Diamond City and literally nobody cares. Tell me I'm a good boy when I stop a city from torturing people they think are robots. Look, I'm smarter than my dog, but I'm sure I like to be called a good boy just as much. And I know it may sound like I hated this game, but I most certainly didn't. I put hours and hours and hours into it, and I modded it as much as I possibly could to make it realistic. I really enjoyed the game, I just could have enjoyed it more. Now on to Fallout 76, a game that 5 years ago I would have bought on release night. A game that probably won't even end up in my collection. A game that may likely soon be an embarrassment for Bethesda fans and Bethesda itself. No NPCs, no karma, no people to save, no companions to connect with besides maybe your friends and their annoying little sister in the background of the mic. Nothing. And it's still just a cartoon. Also, one of the hardest things for me to do in the previous Fallouts was to take time to read all the notes, listen to the holotapes, and read the computer entries. Why? Probably because I had other things to do that would reward me, NPCs I wanted to work for, and a wasteland of evil I felt accomplished for clearing. I just wanted a civilized and polite society to go forth. But here, it's just a bunch of reading and listening to holotapes in the background. Just a bunch of bodiless figures talking and trying to be emotional in order to establish a connection with the player. It's the worst part about the previous games, but you know what? I don't know the person in the tape. I'll never know the person or care about the story because I've never met them, and I won't be able to because they're not going to be in the game. Don't send me on the quest to go find someone else and find what they're doing when they're not going to be there. What's the player even working toward? Leveling up? Attacking a cartoon mega sloth with your friends? Then what? Get the latest skins for your player? Who cares? Story? No. Immersion? No. Rewards? No. Bats? No. No. I'm not doing it. Not now, anyway. And to insult his player base further, these awful microtransactions. No, I'm just not doing it. I think that it's apparent with this game that the focus wasn't really on the quality of production. It was about doing the least amount of work for the most amount of reward. They ported a Fallout 4 onto an online server, changed a few things graphically, and created a few new creatures. Heck, they even used the dragon from Skyrim and just changed his face a little. That's what happened here, I think. Bethesda saw a quick cash grab and didn't truly care about the customer enjoyment. Again, this is the kind of thing I feel like we could expect from EA, but not from Bethesda. I just feel kind of betrayed. I'm entirely disappointed in the game. Mainly, I wish it just catered more to the player, not the creator. Now, we'll see what Bethesda can do to try to save this game, but with all the controversies I should say, it's going to take a whole lot more than 500 in-game currency and canvas bags. I know there have been a couple good updates lately, but still not what we need. This really brings me to my final conclusion. What would make me buy Fallout 76? There is only one possible way Bethesda could trick me into getting this Fallout-ish game. One giant update where they add NPCs into the game. Maybe it's an update where settlers begin migrating to the area, or a big DLC where they burst out of the vault. I don't know. But what I would really love to see is an ever-changing, dynamic world where cities are re-inhabited, populations grow, and relationships are formed, like the settlements in Fallout 4. That'd be a great idea. That, or if the game goes free to play, then I'll get it. That's it. Without either of those, it's going to be a hard pass for me. Sorry, Bethesda. You'll get them next time. We hope. Just don't try this kind of thing with the new Elder Scrolls, please. Oh, and really you could take some notes from Obsidian. Nobody is ever too big to learn from the little guys. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. What do you think is the biggest thing Bethesda did wrong with this game? What do you think is the best thing that they did right? Have you bought it? Are you satisfied with the game? Maybe I'm just missing something because I haven't played it. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd gladly reply and we can chat about it. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe and drop a like down below. But until next time, take care guys.